Morning, everyone. Today we are doing some detail shading, kind of fleshing this guy out. Both of them, actually. Hey, welcome in. Is it Angry? Is that how you say it? Angry? I appreciate you joining. If you guys are new, feel free to drop a sub. Kind of just getting started for the day. Welcome in, Alien. I think that's what you're going for. I appreciate you joining. Doing some creepy coffins. Please, what? Hey, welcome in, Jerry. Welcome back. Hey, I appreciate that, Alien. Yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. I only really started YouTube a bit ago, so we're doing good, honestly. For the time we've been here. I'm on other platforms too if anyone else wants to find me. TikTok, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Patreon. All my work is for sale too in my Etsy down in the description. I can't tell if I want to make this like the snake darker, make him like a tan color, or if I want to add scales. I can't quite decide that. Scales would be sick, but I don't want to overblow it. Let's work on this guy for a bit. Like, if the detail's too heavy, it'll kind of overblow the whole design, so I'm not sure if I want to do scales, but scales would also be cool to kind of keep track of the tails. What do you guys think? Yeah, I was kind of thinking about adding scales. I just don't want it to, like, right now it looks kind of simple, but I don't want it to look too in depth if I add scales. Too much detail work going on. But then again, there's this guy that has like an incredible amount of detail. So we'll see. Yeah, that's the right word I'm looking for. Busy. I feel like it would be kind of busy with scales. So that's my concern. I like how it is, and I could definitely make it a nice tan color so he kind of offsets from the border. Um, but if I add scales, it could become busy. That's one thing I'm worried about. I want to still focus on the weird face. Hey, welcome in, Miss Blitz Craig. How you doing this morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at? Australia, nice. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. Just doing some weird wood burnings. We do all kinds of stuff. Usually it's bigger. Usually like we do like big pieces, stuff like this that's very odd and creepy. But doing some smaller pieces. We're doing some coffins because I got a show coming up. And the coffins sell very well at the shows. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. And thank you. I honestly, one of my favorite compliments to receive is that I have a very unique style, or that people like my style. Because it's kind of cool to have my own style, my own little niche of, people see my art and they know it's me. I find that very, very cool. Yeah, I don't send out the notifications for the YouTube thing, so I'm not sure why it would send you it 3 times. Basically, if you have the bell on, it'll notify you. You can always turn the bell off if you don't want to be notified. Or turn it on if you do want to get notified. I'm on here almost every day. Hey, thank you, Razio. I appreciate that. Can you buy a tattoo from me? No, I'm not quite into tattoos. Like I do tattoos. I've given myself like 10. I'm okay at it. I have concerns with myself. I have tremors. I get really shaky sometimes. It's part of my disabilities. But tattooing is hard with tremors, and when you're dealing with someone else's body, it's like if I make a mistake on wood burning, so what? I just messed up a piece of wood. If I mess up someone's body, then I'm screwed. So I've thought about getting an apprenticeship. I honestly might at some point just get some extra money in, see if I can do my art on the side as like a tattoo business. But I don't know. I'm just nervous. I wouldn't say I'm bad at tattooing. I've given myself like 10 tattoos, and I'd say about 2 of them are bad. 2 of them are not great tattoos, and 2 out of 10 is not bad, but I don't, I gotta get better before I have tattoo anyone. Yeah, I like this guy a lot because like you can actually see the design kind of popping on the side too. Once we get it shaded over here, you'll be able to like almost make it look 3D. Trying to accentuate the bars a bit. I'm not sure I do remember you, sorry. Welcome in though. I appreciate all the returning and, you know, new faces. Keep thinking this looks like a butt. You just got a little tiny butt right here. Now you guys are never going to be able to unsee it. So we're basically trying to get this beast in the box as dark as possible, just to kind of give it that contrast from the rest of the box. How's everyone doing? Feel free to drop a comment, drop any questions you may have. I like teaching you guys about wood burning too, if you guys don't know much. You know, always do tips and tricks. I'm starting to think the chat's frozen. Oh, there we go. Am I hitting it with a needle tip? Sort of. So basically what happens is there's an electrical current running through that with the 2 nodes. It's a wire tip that heats up to anywhere between 400 to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit if you want. I'm running mine at about 800 right now. So it's about 800 degrees. So just touching the wood scorches it. We're basically strategically branding it in like a pattern. Yeah, it kind of does look like a tattoo machine. They're similar in a lot of ways, but we're almost tattooing the wood in a way. We're A, making the wood more durable by making it charcoal, and we're B, Basically making it more dense too, so it's going to be harder. That's one thing I love about wood burning. It actually makes your piece more durable than it was before. We had a slow stream today, but that's fine. We can just vibe out, I guess. And if we can make the beast as dark as possible without adding too much of the eyes will pop a lot more too.
Of darkest night, a flicker of light ignite. A weary soul, lost and forth. Rebirth.
Well, I hope I'm not getting chats and I'm just not seeing them. I'm assuming you guys are just not chatty today, but that's totally fine. Yeah, so today we got a little desert drifter, I think is one of his names. He's just called the Drifter or something like that. He's a little desert piece I did. It's just this little lone spider wandering around the desert. I try to switch it up each day just so there's something different back there, something new to look at. I have like going on 200 different pieces, 200 different originals at this point. Got a solid 90 of them on my Etsy right now, too. I do have a thing for eyes. So basically, when I started, how I developed my unique style, I would say, is I started with a obsession with drawing things creepy. So I started drawing, and I was like, so how do I make my drawings creepy? How do I make my normal drawings creepier? And then I thought eyes. You just add eyes to things, and it's going to start making things a lot creepier. And so that's kind of where my door opened into my own style. Is I was just like, okay, let's start adding eyes to things. Let's start making it weird and not normal to how it should be in reality. And once I kind of unlocked that door of, hey, you don't need to make things realistic or anything, I was like, okay, I'm really excited to see what I can make now. Like, once you throw out the confines, I guess the right word, of like realism and trying to make sure that it is proper and to what reality is, it's going to be so much more freeing to be able to do art when it doesn't have to be a certain way. Like, nothing looks like this, so I have nothing I have to follow. I can do whatever I want. That's what I like about unique style, is you can just start from anywhere. You want to draw a skull, but you can't draw a skull? Draw it almost. Draw an almost skull and keep with that vibe. If you can keep with that vibe all throughout your drawings, you're going to develop a style. Pyrography, yes. So we're doing wood burning, and yes, these guys will be for sale, and these specific ones are going to be for sale for another couple months because I have an art show coming up I need to bring them to. But I do have like almost 90 things on my website right now. My Etsy is in the description. I do run regular sales too after shows. I don't really do much in religious imagery of any culture. Yeah, just demonic stuff, essentially, yeah. Is it a full-time thing or just a hobby? Mostly just a hobby. I have a part-time job, and I'm also disabled, so I kind of have other things going on. It's just, you know, I will have fun with Satan, you know? C'est la vie, buddy. It's mostly just fun. I have fun. I have fun talking to you guys. I have fun doing my art. I get to be myself. I don't really care at the end of the day. It does pay for itself, which is quite nice. I do like that it does bring in a little bit of income. Not enough to pay for my life, but enough to pay for itself, at least. Hey, welcome in, Blackberry Masks. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. We're just doing some weird wood burnings. This is the longest name I've ever seen. And you just said Coffin. So I was like, wow, that's a long comment. But no, it's not. Thank you. He's 3D too, so he wraps over to the side on all the aspects. He's meant to be like a decor that kind of just sits there on the wall and looks like a 3D little monster you have boxed up in there. Yeah, I got a candle. I got I've worked on 4 of these boxes so far. But But we usually do flat based stuff, but these coffins are kind of new. Welcome in, D. O'Brien. But yeah, these coffins are just a new style. We'll see if we stick with it for a bit, if they do well, if people like them, so on and so forth. I'm really a big fan of this guy right now, and I do like the snake guy as well. He travels. He has his little tentacles that travel around, or his snake tails, I should say. But we just haven't got there yet. I'm debating on if I want to color him brown or if I want to give him scales. Feel free to drop your opinion. I'm a little worried about it becoming too busy if I add scales on him. You like the left one the most? Like this guy or this guy? I even got one down here. Oh, creepy Yeti. His little tentacles wrap around too. Hey, thank you, Blackberry Masks. Welcome in. Thank you for the joining. We got a pretty nice community here. Oh, the top. Yeah, the candles are cool. I like the candles. It's got fire on the side. Less 3D, but more very still cool. Very still cool. Wow. Good job. I do this soon after waking up, so sometimes you gotta be a little, nice to me. I'm still waking up. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Rhea. Let me do some side work so he looks a little more 3D. You can see he kind of looks like he's wrapping around. I want to do the side, but I want you guys to be able to see it still. It's kind of awkward that way. Looks like he's wearing a necklace. Yeah, it could be one of those like giant ring necklaces that are from a specific culture. I'm not going to say which because I'm probably going to be wrong. But there's a culture that wears like these ring necklaces, and it kind of does look like that. He's supposed to be a cobra. Just a weird cobra. And that's not what I was going for. I was just going for the scales in the neck. Have you held a corn snake? I don't know. I should go ask my corn snake in the other room if I've held it before. She might be a little offended if you asked her if I've ever held her. I have 3 snakes. One of which is a corn snake. Yeah, and one of them is pretty big too. I don't two of my snakes are pretty regular breeds, and then one of them's a bit of a special girl. I have a corn snake, a ball python. Those are guys are pretty normal, and then I have a carpet python. Because at one point I was like, hey, I want a big snake. It's not like a big snake, but she's like 5 feet long, at least. Yeah, she's gonna get bigger too. Yep. Could not eat a human though. That is such a myth. If you wanted a snake to actually eat a human, the snake would need to be at least 25 to 30 feet long. And it does not really happen. There's been like 1 or 2 cases of that happening in like recent history. When people fearmonger snakes, it's a little irritating to me because they really aren't dangerous. Like, unless you're dealing with venomous species, snakes are not dangerous. You're more likely to get injured by your dog. What do I feed them? Frozen mice. Humanely euthanized frozen mice. I don't support live feed. It doesn't need to be done most of the time. Most of the time, asterisk. Yeah, snakes really are very chill. They're like very docile. They don't do much. They're kind of just sitting there half the time. They're very pretty animals, but they're not going to be like bouncing around the tank. They're going to be sitting there half the time. Snakes are very sedentary. Maybe if I rested on this guy. Well, you guys can't see it very well that way. I want to make sure you guys can see him. Pets often are a copy of their owner. But I feel like snakes are a bit of a different group than that. Reptiles in general, as someone who's had a lot of pets, reptiles don't really fall into that group as much because reptiles kind of do their own thing no matter what. They don't really follow, like, they will more likely copy their enclosure than they will you. Do I like roly-polies? I actually have, not even 2 feet from the camera, I have a roly-poly enclosure. I keep lots of bugs. I have isopods, I have spiders, I have a giant hissing cockroach. Hey, welcome in, Rat Skull. I'm tired of working on that side. I'm gonna work back up here. Yeah, dude, I'm a bug fanatic. I love me some bugs. This one I did myself. I've done a few of my tattoos. This one needs relined. It's not my best work. But I've done some tattoos. I did my fingers. They did wrap around at one point, but it kind of shows you how much your palm tattoos just vanish. Um, but yeah, I've given myself like 10 tattoos. None of them nearly professional, but a couple of them are pretty good. I do go fishing. I'm not really. So I have opinions about fishing. I love fishing. I like the concept of fishing. I don't hate fishing. I don't have anything against fishing. Do I like going fishing? Not very much because I it's hard to go fishing without injuring the ecosystem and the wildlife. Like even catch and release is not foolproof. I've been fishing many times where catch and release was not possible after a bad hook. So it's I have actually kind of gotten into fish keeping rather than fishing. I have a fish tank, not even 3 feet from the camera. So yeah, I don't know if you can maybe even hear the water a little bit. Some people say it's relaxing, so I keep it in. But I like keeping fish. But once again, nothing against fishing. It's just kind of hard to do it eco-friendly. Can I tell you my fishies? So I have some golden tetras. I have some rasbora barbs. I have a single sword tail tetra that was a rescue, and then I have a whole bunch of shrimp and some snails. I also have like 40 plus plants. So I have so many living things in my house. I know what kind of person you are. If you like isopods, shrimp, and snails, I was right there with you. I still love them, but yeah, I went on that fixation for a while too. It's gone a bit deeper now. I like even creepier stuff like centipedes and spiders and shit. They do. So, shrimp and snails. Basically, what I tell people is, are your algae eaters going to eat all your algae? No. Algae is a plant, and at the end of the day, it needs two things to live: light and fish poop. So, if you cut back on the light or fish poop, you will cut back on your algae. But yes, they do eat algae, and you don't really have to feed them very much. But they're not going to clean your tank. You need a whole army of that to do that. Yeah, so yeah, fish pee and poop, and it creates ammonia. And basically, bacteria lives in your tank that will turn the ammonia into nitrates and nitrites. And nitrates and nitrites are food for algae, plants, and all that kind of stuff. So there's like a whole cycle that goes into your tank. There's like a science behind it. Do I have a favorite sea creature? Octopus. I mean, how many tentacles do I have to draw for people to understand that I like octopus? But I also really like crustaceans. I'm a big fan of crabs and deep sea isopods and just lobsters, anything like that. I love that shit. I love like the little tanks underground. They're funny. Sharks are sick. Do a dragon with tentacles. Oh my god, that would be interesting. Hey, thank you, Benny. We're working through it, trying to get this background as dark as possible. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying, Omzi. His name's so long, I thought it was the comment. Yeah, the candles basically are done. I may do some touch-up work here and there, but I'm pretty happy with where they got to. They're not meant to be like a crazy expensive piece, so I don't want to spend too much time on them. These guys are a bit more my vibe, and I really want to spend more time on them. So we'll see what they turn into. I'm really liking this guy. So we're gonna spend quite a bit of time on him, just making sure he's where I want him to be. Hey, thank you, Omzi. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Meowie Cat. Welcome in. Yeah, I like to say my shading is probably one of my strongest features. Like, my drawing is okay, so when people come in and say I have a good drawing, that's cool, but just wait. It's going to look even cooler once I shade it. The shading adds so much depth. Who's trapped in the scene? I don't know if he's hard to even really make out as a figure. He's pretty anamorphous. Just kind of a blob shoved into a box. A creature far too big to be in the box. I have one that was kind of similar to this that actually sold. You can find it on my Instagram if you really want. It was called, it was a bigger piece. It was like giant, and it was just a cage that was hanging from a chain that had like a beast in it. And I named it Nicholas the Cage. So I gotta come up with a good name for this one too. We can't name this one Nicholas though. What's my favorite thing to draw? Creepy monsters. This. I really like just drawing stuff that doesn't exist. Do I like trains? Trains are pretty cool. Sadly, I didn't get the train autism. I got the plants and animals autism. And I'm being serious. I am autistic. Trains are fun though. I definitely I appreciate trains. I just I never got into like trains or aircrafts. There's definitely like a whole niche of people in like trains and aircrafts and stuff like that. Moss is easy, yeah. I like moss. I like a lot of other plants too. Um, Geez, I don't know if I actually have a favorite kind of plant. I usually add it into the back. So I can get the chain out of the way. I've started dating them too. My sister told me to do that. Um, she's an art major, and she says that's important. So. Yeah, my whole family's into art. I come from a very artistic family. My mom actually has a degree in art. Um, my little sister just got a degree in art. And my older sister, she's on her own path and kind of getting there too. So we've all been very artistically inclined most of our lives. So as much as I do have skill, a lot of it is like born talent. I do understand that. I was born with a little bit more talent just because of my family. So, but I do am a firm believer that anyone can get to being talented and skillful in an art with just practice. I contribute most of my skill to practice, honestly. So I never want to dissuade people by saying I come from an artistic family or being like, "Oh yeah, that's why he's good at it." And it's like, "No, you got to put some time in. Trust me, put some time in and you will be good at it." Do I think narwhals are cute? Yes. Practice does make improvements. Practice makes long winded or long time, effort, and skills that will last you a lifetime. That's one thing that bugs me about AI. Yeah, AI can make you a cool drawing or cool thing in 2 seconds, but did AI teach you any skills? Did AI teach you anything that is going to benefit your future and your life? Art, skills, things that you do with your hands is going to teach you things that is going to last you a lifetime rather than just prompts in an AI machine. That's one of my biggest things is people just don't learn from AI. They let AI learn for them. Yeah, that's humans are required for AI. AI will die without human addition. Basically, it'll reach a point where there's no more information coming in. If everyone were to switch to AI art right now, all original art would stop because it would just be recycling everything that has ever existed over and over again till the end of time. Yeah. Oh, it's a fun game, but I don't want to out myself as not being very flag smart. So I'm not sure if I could guess all those flags. I know my history, but not my flags. Clearly. Yeah, you guys can play in the comments. Play for me. Man, Sarah and Marie over here with the sniper shot. Oh, now you're upping it. I don't even have any clue what that is. Is that even a flag? I don't know if that's a flag. Thank you, Nikita. Welcome in. Just doing some weird art. Creepy stuff. Still debating on what I want to do with this guy. I may just make him tan. I don't know if I want to do the scales. The scales are going to make it really busy and kind of take away from the face and neck. I'm afraid if I do scales, it'll be like, oh, what's going on over here? And not what's going on with his weird face. Yeah, see, the face and the teeth is what pulls me, and I'm afraid if I add scales to the legs going around, it'll pull you elsewhere besides the face and teeth. Or the neck, even. The neck can be a draw point, too. I don't care. Yeah, I think I may not add scales. I'm kind of leaning on the no scales right now. Where did I learn to do that? Honestly, myself, I'm kind of self-taught. Wood burning's kind of a weird thing where it's like, you kind of just need to pick it up and try it to know if you're going to be good at it, because you basically have to learn how fire works. It's not quite like drawing. It's a little different. But if you can kind of grasp how it works, it's pretty easy, honestly. I wouldn't say it's too much different than drawing at the end of the day. It's just a learning curve. Oh no, we got a domain expansion. He's back. Yeah, that's looking sick. Especially from the side angle. I love this. Oop, bonk. It's not even my final form. Yeah, no. It's been a while since I've watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I need to watch it. I haven't even watched season 2 yet. I need to. Well, no, I have watched part of season 2 because that's Gojo's introduction. But it was airing when I was watching it, so I kind of just stopped watching when I caught up to current times. My favorite anime, you know what it is? Parasite. Sounds familiar. Have you not seen? You should see Parasite. If you haven't seen it, Parasite's so good. It's a bit creepy. It's horror, definitely, but I love it. I love Parasite. The opening soundtrack is like heavy metal too. It's sick as hell. Anyone who likes anime and has not seen Parasite and likes horror should watch Parasite. Yeah. The Parasite I'm talking about has a Y instead of an I, because there is two. So basically, there's a live action Korean film that's Parasite with the I, and then there's the anime that is Parasite with the Y. I'm not trying to correct anyone, I'm just trying to make sure we're talking about the same thing here. The Death Note opening is pretty good too, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Or Tokyo Ghoul? Like, Tokyo Ghoul was good at first, and then it flopped, but that opening was so good, man. No, you're good, Bri. I just want to make sure we were on the same page and we were talking about the same thing. Oh, is it better red? Okay. Because I really liked the first few seasons of Tokyo Ghoul. Like, really liked those first few seasons of Tokyo Ghoul. But then, like, by the end, it totally flopped. It was so shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Tokyo Ghoul Re and all that kind of stuff just went downhill. Death Note's good. Death Note's a classic. It's hard to say it's bad just because it's like it's an anime that gets everyone into animes. Good to know. Maybe I'll have to read the manga. Yeah, there we go. Now that it's more tan, it kind of looks like it's the same being on the side. And we're going to get it even more tan on both avenues, so it basically just really pops that it looks 3D. Assassination Classroom is pretty good. It's a bit more like funny comedy than I usually watch. Trigun I've heard of. I have not seen that. Man, we're just talking about animes now. I don't play Roblox, sadly, no. I was a bit out of that generation. Roblox became popular once I was kind of becoming a teenager or adult, so I felt like I was too cool for that, but you know, I understand that it's not like that anymore. I play Minecraft all the time. I grew up on Minecraft mostly. Other games like that. What's my favorite movie? Um, One of my favorites is probably Rango. I really like Rango. I also am a big fan of. You're a disappointment. No, man, there's nothing uncool about anime. People are. I don't like people who are like saying you're uncool just because you watch anime. I've seen some of the coolest, most edgy people I know watch anime. Like, you're not uncool for watching anime. Hey, welcome in. Is it Moe's? Welcome in. Either way. Bit of a slow stream, but we're kind of chilling. Another good anime, Steins Gate. Steins Gate's good as hell. Especially if you like space, like sciencey, like weird time stuff. My Singing Monsters, I've gotten that a lot. People say I'm like the weird My Singing Monsters guy, or like Odd Real Monsters is another one. If you're a bit older, you'll understand that reference. I am not Canadian. No, I am from America. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I wish I was Canadian. I do have birds. Did you know this, or have you asked this before? Usually people don't ask if you have birds unless they know you have a bird. That's just a weird question to ask someone. But yes, I do have a bird. His name is Fig Newton. It's like hyper specific. It's like, do you have an axolotl? It's like, you probably know I have an axolotl or something if you're asking. I don't actually, but that would be cool. But it's just hyper specific. Thick neuron. Is that really what you thought I said? Fig Newton. Swiss only, no cheese. I don't know. I don't know if you can say that. Yet I said it. Hey, welcome in, Bands YouTube. We're just doing some spooky wood burns, doing a little creepy coffin guy. He could say that. Good. I don't want to insult the Swiss culture, you know? Y'all have remained neutral for so long. I should at least be neutral too. Have I ate wood? What kind of question is that? It's also, that sounds wrong. Shame him for that question. People say that a lot, though. I don't know why. People say they want to eat my art. I guess I kind of get it. Okay. I'm not reading that sentence. Oranges. Okay, see, that makes a little bit more sense. Uh-uh. You even try it, and if I had a quicker finger, you're getting banned. Go find someone else's chat to say that in, not mine. What's the music genre we're listening to? It's kind of like a dark techno, essentially. Essentially just dark techno. I want to keep a nice, supportive community here, guys. I don't support that. Just leave. No, not necessarily. Certain types of wood burn better than others. Um, so basically, I use the type of woods that burn very well. Um, and yeah, so base wood's usually the good stuff to go with. Any light wood is usually your preference. This looks like it would be a Nightmare Before Christmas too. I honestly really appreciate that because that was like one of my favorite movies growing up. In come the trolls today. I'm not opposed to the banhammer, just telling you. Do you also wood burn? That's pretty cool. Nightmare Before New Year's Eve, yeah. I like it. We were working on the side at one point, but then I keep getting distracted. I'm not a big fan when it has audio or voice in it, but it's just on a dark techno radio, copyright free. I do sell these, yes. So down in my description, there's going to be my Etsy. I sell all my stuff on my Etsy. These guys won't be up on my Etsy for a little bit because I have an in-person show I'm going to bring them to first. Um, but yeah, expect them up in about a month or so. Any of the ones that don't sell at the show, at least. And if you really want one, you can DM me and I'll highball you a little so you can beat the show. But that's up to you. And welcome in, private account. I appreciate you joining. Did you name yourself private account or are you a private account? I like it. Creative name. When did I start doing this type of work? So I started wood burning about 3 years ago. I kind of started randomly. I got some free time on my hands because I ran into a medical accident and it kind of disabled me partially. But I ended up having extra time to do stuff and I wanted hobbies. And someone handed me a shitty wood burner at one point and it really clicked. It just feels very, very me. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day, man. Sorry, I say man gender inclusively. I don't mean to be like that. I should say bro or something. Hey, welcome in, Shrimp. Yeah, we're doing shadows. We've been working on these guys for a little bit. It's been like an hour-long stream already, so we putting in some work. We're doing the background stuff, kind of making the beast look a bit more 3D. This guy's definitely a candidate for some off-screen work, so maybe. But yeah, no, I really like this guy. It's looking sick. It's gonna. I want it a little bit darker, so like if you see the dark points, kind of tone it a little bit darker. But yeah, I think it's gonna look really sick when hanging up on the wall. It just looks like you have like a boxed creature on your wall. What is chronic tremors? So basically chronic, it's not going away, and tremors, I tremor. So I have essential tremors. Essentially, it means I tremor when exerting pressure. It's the opposite of Parkinson's. Parkinson's is when you tremor at rest. So if I rested my hand, it would start tremoring. But my hands tremor when exerting. My whole body does. It's just part of my disabilities and problems I have. But chronic tremors are just basically a chronic issue that I have to deal with while doing my art. Today is actually a good day because I remembered to take my medication, but generally some days it's even hard to make straight lines. So I just draw them onto the wood. I don't pre-draw them anywhere, so I basically just draw them straight onto the wood and then wood burn on top. All the sketches are freehands, but the wood burnings, I guess, aren't really freehands. So yeah, the sketches are freehand. I appreciate that, wing, or as my wing flap. I'm not sure what to call you, but I appreciate that. It's one of my best works you've seen on my channel or in your life. You're very kind. We're getting there. I don't know if he's that good, but I'm very happy with him so far. I'm gonna have a hard time selling him, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really liking him myself. Like, he's something I would buy. Jack Skellington was a pirate. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's why I'm obsessed with pirates. I used to love Jack Skellington so much. Release the monster. Dear Mr. Santa Claus, lock him in a box, bury him for 90 years. I don't know the rest of the words. Hey, welcome in, Shrimpo. We got Shrimpo and Shrimp the cat. It's a shrimp party. Yeah, no, I used to watch Nightmare Before Christmas and before Halloween every year when I was growing up. So I feel that. That was one of my favorite shows growing up, was Nightmare Before Christmas. Every year I'd watch it. I was such a Tim Burton kid. I love Tim Burton. So, this guy's going to be a bit of a different design. He's going to have a bit more, sorry, I'm not talking towards the camera. He's going to have a bit more tan tones going on, less darkness and a bit more like this color, less back here, more like up here. Just because there's not that third tone to really add that black in, but we're just going to try to add it as dark as possible to kind of give it that depth. But it's not going to quite get that crisp black like these guys are. We're going to try to get as close as possible while retaining the details, though. I still am obsessed with Halloween stuff. It's not a phase, Mom. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You guys can check out my Etsy if you want to see more of my work. I do all kinds of stuff. But we've been stepping it up lately, I think. I generally don't do very many fan pieces unless you guys want to commission me. Even then, I want to do my own spin on it. I'm not really much of a fan piece kind of guy. There are plenty of other wood burners out there that could do that. I understand that, Shrimp. I get it. There's always smaller pieces. You could get a medium piece or something like that. You commission me for a detailed medium piece or give you a little bit of a discount. I don't know. We'll see. I also want to add some depth to the box as well. So this guy, this specific one is going to be hard for me to sell right away. I definitely want to hang on to it for at least a couple months, kind of show it off at my next show, kind of show it off online and stuff like that too. But I mean, it's going to take a lot more work than the other guys, so I was originally thinking about 100, but he might be up towards a little bit more towards 150 by the time he's done, just because of the time and effort. This guy will probably be about 100, if not less. So these guys are a bit cheaper, but the big box guy that's requiring a lot of depth and time is going to be a bit more. And yeah, I also may not sell it. We'll see. So I'm actually have been on the same temperature this entire time. It's very weird how wood burning works. You can change the temperature, but I'm a bit of a weirdo and I run the max temperature all the time. So basically there's two ways you can do it. You can change the temperature to change the light, or you can change your speed to change the light. So if I go really slow on this piece, it's going to go really dark really fast. But if I go fast and if I'm playing like hot potato and going around the piece like this, it's going to lighten or darken the whole thing very slowly, and I just stop when I feel it's ready. It's like I'm cooking that piece just very slowly until it's at the right texture I want. So right now my bit is at about 800 degrees. If you're new to wood burning, I would recommend you dialing the temperature. Welcome in, Max. How much is the one in the back? He'll probably only be like 60, 80. Something like that. No worries, private account. Yeah, feel free to check out some of my shorts. I have a TikTok. I have an Etsy. Check out any of that stuff on your way out. Do I have names for the work I'm doing? Like title names? I haven't given these two names yet. These guys have names. Like this one's like Yeti Spaghetti because he looks like a Yeti and he's made of spaghetti. And then this one's like Buried in Wax is the name of this one. But what we're doing is wood burning or pyrography. You can get it one of these the pens online. You can just look up wood burning kit or pyrography kit, and you get most of the stuff you need. And yeah, if you're wondering where you can get my pieces, my Etsy is in my description. Yeah. Have I ever burnt myself? Yes, I've burnt myself live on stream before, not on purpose, and no, I am not going to do it on purpose again or ever. I've never done it on purpose. It was mostly accidental, but it does happen. Do I play Joyride? Why does that sound familiar? Like the band? Or like, is it the game? Why does Joyride sound so familiar to me? Oh, it's a song. Yeah, no, I know Joyride. I do know that. Sadly, I cannot play copyrighted music on YouTube, or I'm gonna get copyright struck. Everyone's allowed as long as you are kind to other people. Anyone who is not kind, I will ban or time you out. I just welcoming space for everyone. I don't want anyone to feel unwelcome. Hey, thank you, Shrimpo. We might wrap it up here in a bit. We've been going for about an hour and a half. Like I said, I might do some off-screen work too. I get my ideas myself. All my stuff comes from my brain. I never copy or use references, really. That's not really like a flex. I'm just saying I try to do original designs. I don't like copying anyone else's work. And we come up with new designs every week. So if you guys stop in next week, we'll be working on something else. You just spamming the high button there, shrimp? We're having a shrimp party. A shrimp scampi, if you will. Yeah, I'll probably wrap it up in another like 5 minutes or so. So yeah, if you guys got any more questions or anything like that, definitely feel free to think of them and drop them in the next like 5 minutes. But we will wrap it up here in a bit. Yeah, we've been doing it for a little bit. I'll probably be back on tomorrow though. No, not quite yet. You're good. I appreciate you trying to help me transition though. I'm not seeing very many questions though. We just got a bunch of shrimp in the comments. I'm not complaining. That's fine. Shrimp in the comments is totally acceptable. Nice. It's supposed to be like one giant creature. He's not really supposed to have a form. He's not really formed enough. He's just kind of... I just threw a bunch of body parts together, like horns, eyes, weird flaps. So he's just kind of meant to be like a weird, unshapen monster thrown in the box. I want to make the sides a little darker on the beast, and we still got to do these sides and the bottom and top. So we still got a couple more hours in this guy. He's got quite a bit. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Evan. We're actually just about to wrap it up here. Today we had been doing some detail shading. We'll be back tomorrow to do some more. Right now we're doing a coffin collection. I don't always work on coffins, but lately we have been because they look pretty cool. Little wall decor. This guy's gonna look like a little guy trapped in a box on your wall. But yeah. With teeth coming out of the cage, yeah. Yeah, you can put stuff inside. It also works as a little cubby hole because it's going to be against the wall. You can like put little like new money or like your keys or something. You hide it behind there as like a little hidey box. I was even thinking about making like a... Like the problem is you can't really do much design on the back. I was thinking about doing it this way and having it like a shelf. But it'd be kind of hard to see the design back there. So I went with the backside idea. Yeah, I think we are going to wrap it up here. It's a good time to wrap it up. I appreciate everyone that has hung out so far. I will be back on tomorrow. If you guys want to check out my shorts or my regular TikToks or YouTube videos, I am on TikTok too if you want to find me. But my Instagram has all my comprehensive list of my work. It's linked in my profile. But other than that, yeah, go check out my Etsy if you want to buy anything. See you later, both shrimps. Sorry, Thrive. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. So if you want to be included, stop in tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.